Yo, what's going on, fam? It's Nico Fleeks. We're outside. It's nature walk time. Let's take a walk. Let's talk. Yeah. You know it's always good to get out here and get right, get some fresh air, and just talk about life. But haven't you ever realized that it's like everywhere we go, man, everything that we do, everything that we see, everything that we hear everybody talk about, like, it's all about survival, like, in the end of the day. Everything kind of just boils down to survival. And you might just think like, whoa, you sure about that? But let me explain. Everything's got to do with survival. Everything's got to do with survival. I'm about to explain. But check this out. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But everything's got to do with survival, yo. When it comes to food, right? People are advertising fast food. When it comes to making money, people are advertising how to make money. In the same grip, it almost feels like everything around us is trying to drag us down. Everything around us is trying to take from our essence. You got to fight that, man. We got to fight it. We fight it every single day. I mean, it's like they set stuff up nowadays to make you fail, right? Like, what if you need your car to actually run, but now it's breaking down because, I don't know, the particular brand of car you had, like, has a faulty sensor that's specifically hard to get to because the factory wants you to pay more money and stuff like that, like self-sabotaging stuff, like, or, you know, you got bills to pay, you're behind on bills, and you're just like, dang, and then boom, you like lose your job and you're like, well, I'm effed. Like, there's just certain things about life. It's like, man, can I just catch a break one good time so I can get ahead? Nope. Everything is about survival, bro. Everything is about survival. When you look around you. But here's the catch, though. If you keep on moving towards that direction of just survival, you're going to stay in a state of just surviving. No, we cannot just be out here surviving. No, absolutely not. We need to be big thriving. Can I say that again? Big thriving. So you might say, Nico Fleeks, how can I do that? How do I just thrive in a world that sucks so hard? Well, one thing that works for me is I know that life is absurd, right? Just mere existence is absurd sometimes. But I truly believe that, man, you are the author of your story. You are the writer, the architect. And if you wake up every morning and you keep that in mind, I don't know, it puts a feeling of like butterflies in your stomach. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Life is what I make it. So I might as well, I don't know, do something special today. Do something special. Do something you haven't done. Make your life more colorful, bro. That's how you not just survive. That's how you thrive, because it's like you're using just the reptile part of your brain when you're just surviving, you know? Like an animal, like you have no self-awareness, like enjoy life. Life isn't always about working so hard to the point where you break your bones down and you just succumb to the challenges of life. Bro, nah. could never be that, right? Even doing stuff like this. It goes into all of that.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, how you doing?
All right.
All right. But, yeah. Even doing stuff like this. Going outside, walking, you know, by a nice little riverbed. This is more than just surviving. This is thriving. Because this type of stuff will lift your spirits up. This is type of like miscellaneous things that not everybody does because they don't have to do it, you know? Like my life doesn't depend on me coming out here on these nature walks. Why do I do it? Because I know that it's good for me. It's something that I do as an existential thing because I'm like, I am here on this earth. I might as well enjoy it. So that's why I say, when it comes to just thriving, you need to just embody life. Enjoy yourself. Look past the things that you need to do with just survivability. Survivability is the main word here. Surviving. Everything is about survival. Break free from that. Break free from just surviving. Actually live your life. Then realize that, man, we're just on a floating rock, all right? We're just on a floating rock. And it's beautiful to just get out here, man, and just talk to you guys. You know, I need this type of stuff myself. All of this stuff is therapeutic for me, you know? So I'm glad that you joined me too. Because today's a hot topic. When you're just surviving, yo, you're stuck in like a reptile state. You know, like an animal. Like, you're a human being. You need to ascend higher than a creature that's just worried about survival. You need to ascend higher than something that is so low in the hierarchy of life, right? Because us humans, we're at the top. I'm not, throwing dirt on the importance of other animals, but let's keep it real. We are human beings. We have self-awareness, and it's real. We are higher. So ascend high. Go high. Go up. Look at this. And when I say go high, I don't mean go smoke some Lucid Leafington. No. I ain't talking about go do a vice or go do some substance. No. When I say get high, I mean ascend higher than your typical level of self-awareness, your typical level of consciousness, man. Because if you're stuck in surviving mode, like just surviving and just trying to make it, then I would say, just live your life. Just live your life, bro. Because there's things higher than what you're gonna eat, where you're gonna sleep, what clothes are you gonna wear. There's things that are higher than that. And if you look for those particular aspects of life where you know what it is that makes you feel good and makes you feel grounded here on this world, everything will fall together, fall in place for you. I truly believe that. You can have anything you want, man. Just break free from the weird reptile state. I'm just surviving state. The moment you can do that, I think we'll all be A-okay, bro. Trying to find somewhere to balance this. It's pretty rocky here. Oh, might have to move this a bit. Yeah, people. Surviving, 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 surviving. I'm not so sure if surviving should ever be a word in our dictionary. I really don't think it should. Because why is it that we should just survive? No, we need to always thrive. There's been times when I was younger and, I feel as though my consciousness was lower in my timeline of life, where the number of years that I had were low. My consciousness was also low. So when I was 10, I had a level 10 level consciousness. Now that I'm about to be 28, I feel as though my level of consciousness has exploded exponentially. And what I know now versus what I knew 10 years ago is life is more than just what your wants are. Life is more than just about trying to survive. Where are you going to sleep? Where are you going to eat? Is everything that I want in my life? Do I have my game system? Do I have my car? Do I have my nice sneakers that I like to buy every now and then? Do I have my AirPods? Do I have my jewelry? Do I have my all this random stuff that you don't even need, bro? What's the bigger picture of life? What's the main purpose to life, bro? Ask yourself that. Because it might be something different for everybody else. Honestly, it might be something different for everybody else. Your purpose of life, it should be your own purpose. There is no blanket definition for what the meaning of life is. Everyone might have a different definition. Cool. Make that the standard. Make that your prerogative. Because like I said, you are the author of your life. You are the creator, bro. You literally are the creator, all right? So act like it. Wake up tomorrow morning and literally start writing your own destiny. We should all really do that every single morning. Know that we have the power to do so. The world wants us to crumble. The man that's above you wants you to submit. He doesn't want you in control of your life. He doesn't want you to be free. He doesn't want you to ascend higher to the point where you don't need them anymore. They want you to need them. I believe if we follow and abide by these principles that I just explained, we can break free from the struggle. We can break free from everything negative that's going on around us, or at least make a shield against that. At least create a buffer in between our own selves and the negativity. Honestly, and live a more fulfilling lifestyle. Live a better life. Feel better in general. Feel like we have, fulfilled our destinies. Feel like we actually are not just here on some strange floating rock. again, I appreciate y'all for taking this walk with me. It's always good to get out here and enjoy what God created. But all in all, we just got to take one step at a time, one day at a time. Keep on fighting. Never quit. If you feel like you failed today, dust it off your shoulder and start over tomorrow, fresh and brand new. Write down your thoughts. Get a notebook at the Dollar Tree or any local dollar store in your area. Get a little pen, $2. Start writing down your thoughts at night before you go to bed. This is what I do. Not only do I work out my body, but I also work out my mind. And that's what I do. And that's one of the things that helped me a ton as far as getting my thoughts together and trying to reorganize my life. Before I go to bed, I write down my thoughts, write down how I feel, write down what I regret doing today, write down what I'm proud of myself for doing today, write down what I need to work on, write down my just everything, kind of just decompress on a piece of paper, if you will. So I believe if you do that, it'll help you a great deal. Got a little bit of white water here. Oh, cool. Let's just come down here. Little trail to walk down. Yeah, that's really cool. Anyways, guys, this was an awesome walk. And what a wonderful place to end this little talk. All in all, as a conclusion, I would say that surviving is diabolical. Just surviving is diabolical. I wouldn't recommend it. That's a horrible way to live. I say thrive. And I say you can start tomorrow. I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care if you're destitute, hungry. I don't care what you got going on. You can still thrive. I guarantee you that one. All you have to do is just change the way you look at life. Stop with the basic reptile brain stuff. Ascend higher. You're a human being. Your brain is much more complex than just some lowly animalistic mindset, you know, as far as the surviving, as we always go back to that. I say thrive. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I try to drop some mad gems on this channel, so if you enjoyed this content, support your boy. Don't forget to like, drop a comment, and again, hit that subscribe button for your boy. I'm out of here, guys. Oosh!